Did you know that the U.S. has spent over $300 billion on border enforcement since 2003? That's more in the last 20 years than NASA, the FBI, and the DEA combined. And yet somehow, every election, we're told it's worse than ever. Republicans love to brand themselves as the party of border security, to tell you that they're serious about border security. Strong borders. Government's first job is to protect the borders, they thunder. Defend Texas. Protect America. They'll roll up their sleeves, put on their boots, and talk like they're auditioning for a Clint Eastwood reboot. Cue the flag, the boots, and the tough talk about invasions. But here's the truth. For all of the speeches, fences, drones, and razor wire, here's what we actually get. Billions wasted, bottlenecks ignored, and the same crisis headlines every election cycle. Despite billions poured into walls, drones, cameras, and checkpoints, the problem never actually gets solved. Why? Because if it was solved, if the border were actually secure, the Republicans would lose their favorite campaign boogeyman. Half of the GOP's campaign platform would vanish overnight. No crisis, no nightly Fox News hits, no re-election mailers stamped with, "We're keeping you safe." So instead, what do we get? Performative stunts. Governors putting razor wire on buoys floating in rivers while suing the feds for moving it. National Guard photo ops. Governors suiting up like action heroes while quietly cutting checks to the same broken federal system. Congress screaming about cartels while quietly approving budgets that keep the crisis simmering. It's political theater dressed up as national security. On a loop, with higher ticket prices every year. Let's stop pretending for a moment and be blunt. They don't want the border secure. They want it perpetual, a forever crisis that they can wave around like a bloody shirt. The border crisis is their favorite campaign prop. It's the gift that keeps on giving, fear, outrage, and endless fundraising emails. If it was ever handled responsibly, they'd actually have to campaign on things that matter, like fixing the economy, protecting your rights, or, I don't know, maybe governing? Here's the libertarian reality. Securing the border doesn't mean endless government waste, bloated bureaucracies, or constitutional carve-outs trampling civil liberties in constitution-free zones along the Rio Grande. It requires applying the same principles we use for any property line: clear rules, consistent enforcement, and accountable systems that actually work, not fear-mongering, not blank checks to bloated bureaucracies. Real security without political addiction to chaos. So the next time you hear Texas Republicans thunder about border security, ask yourself, if they were really serious, why haven't they solved it with all the money and the power that they've already had? Because the whole border crisis isn't about people crossing some line in the sand. It's a bottomless campaign ATM, and the politicians are cashing in. And until the voters call their bluff, they'll keep selling you the Border Boogeyman like it's Halloween every damn year. So here's my question for you. Do you think border security is a real goal, or just the GOP's favorite fundraising prop? Drop your thoughts in the comments and share this with someone who's tired of the same rerun every election year.